I really feel like, given any particular job, doing it well and knowing that you're meeting the expectations of the job and achieving your own vision. But I think that I was very successful at Nintendo. And, I think that I myself have a very entrepreneurial spirit. So I think that it was a very good fit for me, almost like a startup environment. So it's a very good fit for me. And I think the idea that it was kind of things converging, right? So that the trend or the environment for success of the startup, if you will, was converging with my ability to manage the assignment or task. And so it was kind of a perfect fit.
Okay.
And sometimes it's hard to force that to happen, It just, and especially the part when it comes to being in the entertainment industry, like video games, movies, whatever it is, properties, like Pokemon or what have you. It's, I wasn't responsible for making those great properties, and so they're very intangible. Like if someone just says, well, I know, you'll be very successful, just make a Star Wars movie. Like, that's just silly. I mean, you can't just do it. So that's another part that's very kind of intangible. You can't, chase that.
Right. Build stepping stones, kind of. If somebody my age or younger were pursuing a career similar to yours, what advice would you offer them?
Well, I think first of all, the environment I was in was very much like a startup. So I guess if you are willing to be in an environment that's a little bit less defined, and you're willing to wear every hat.
Continue on. Do you have any core values or great strengths? And if so, what are they?
Well, you know what, I'm not afraid to have a crazy idea, so that's one thing, is that the creativity, even though I'm not an artist, I might be a little bit of a writer, but I'm not an artist or someone who's actually filming commercials or making video games. But I still really use the creative side of my brain to always come up with another solution or another idea.
Is there anybody particular that you can think of that comes to mind that has influenced you throughout these years?
Yeah, again, the person who founded Nintendo of America, Mr. Arakawa, he was a Japanese gentleman, but his philosophy in running Nintendo of America seemed to be that everyone had a job to do, and unless all jobs were being done well, the company wouldn't be functioning well. And so very much that even if you were a person at a lower level position, the fact that if he wanted to know about that thing, I don't care if it was, I can remember one day he was sharing sushi with everyone, deciding if we were going to have sushi in the office in the lunchroom, which one would be the best. But the concept that the person who was going to do that, it was just a bit important to him, and respect.
That's so cool. So I guess really with your leader, I mean, just having that sounds like such a great quality in a leader.
Rare.
Yeah.
Cool. If you find one, stay there.
Yeah. So now that you're basically retired, what's next for you? Is there any other major career goals in the future for you? Anything else left that you would like to accomplish?
Well, I have enjoyed being in a smaller environment where maybe I could try some of the things on my own, and I made a little plush puppy line that was funny. It's called Muddles, and I did that and learned what it was like to take the risk on my own. And I would say that it was successful, but it was not financially beneficial, so I think I've satisfied that need. But I think what I would say is at this point, I'd always thought, and leaving Nintendo, I thought I would take my skills and use them for something completely different, whether it would be for teaching or charitable, doing something good, or just doing something completely different, because a life should be rich and include many, many